There's a moment when you realize something you've been holding on to for a long time was never broken. It was just incomplete. It worked, it survived, it even proved itself. But it was waiting for the right environment to unlock what it was always meant to do. Most people only recognize that moment in hindsight. That's exactly where we are right now. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Please take 1 second and make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss system-level breakdowns like this. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. This is not financial advice. I don't tell you what to buy or sell. The purpose of Matrix Millionaire is to help you understand what's actually changing underneath the surface, not to react emotionally to short-term price action. Here's the shock most people are not prepared for. XRP didn't stall because demand disappeared. It stalled because it was missing an execution environment that could force it to be reused. Assets don't express their value just because they exist. They express it when systems depend on them repeatedly. For years, XRP proved it could move value efficiently. But once a transfer was done, the story ended. That limitation matters more than most people realize. Systems don't reprice assets that are used once. They reprice assets that are needed again and again, often at the same time. This is where Flare enters the picture, not as a sidechain, not as an add-on, but as the environment that completes XRP's role. Live XRP price at the time of recording sits around $2 and change. To many observers, that flat price feels like a verdict. They assume that if XRP were truly positioned for the future, price would already reflect it. That assumption only works when value is driven by attention. XRP's future is being shaped by capability, not hype. This is the first major retention moment, because once you see this clearly, the narrative flips. XRP wasn't waiting for adoption. It was waiting for a place where it could operate continuously, not just transit occasionally. Flare provides that missing layer. It gives XRP an environment where it can be represented, reused, routed, and depended on under load. That changes how pressure forms. Instead of demand showing up only on exchanges, it shows up inside execution paths, settlement loops, and reuse cycles. Here's the part most people miss. Systems don't announce dependence with fireworks. They absorb capability quietly first. They test it, they root through it, they reuse it. Price stays calm because access is still easy. But once a system starts relying on something, truly relying on it, the repricing comes later, and it comes fast. That's why the title of this video isn't speculative. Flare isn't a bet on XRP's future. Flare is the environment that defines it. XRP's past was about proving it worked. XRP's future is about being unavoidable. And the difference between those two things is everything. To understand why Flare changes XRP's future, you have to understand what was missing before. XRP was always efficient at moving value once. What it could not do was remain inside a system that needed it repeatedly. That limitation capped how pressure could ever form. Systems do not reprice assets that are used occasionally. They reprice assets that are depended on continuously. Before Flare, XRP's role largely ended when a transaction settled. The XRP moved, the ledger closed, and the asset returned to a passive state. That works for transfers. It does not work for systems that require ongoing liquidity, reuse, and availability under load. Flare changes this by giving XRP an execution environment. Inside Flare, XRP can be represented and made operational in a way that allows it to be requested, reused, and routed repeatedly without being consumed. That distinction matters more than speed or fees. It changes how often XRP can be needed in overlapping time windows. This is where elastic market behavior comes into play. Price does not respond to total supply. It responds to availability at the margin. When the same XRP can be called upon multiple times across different applications, protocols, or settlement paths, pressure forms without requiring new buyers to show up immediately. As long as those requests are staggered, the system absorbs them quietly. Access remains easy. Price stays calm. This is why early activation phases look uneventful. But once usage becomes synchronized, when multiple parts of the system need the same liquidity at the same time, access tightens quickly. That is when price stops acting like a valuation tool and starts acting like a rationing mechanism. This is why Flare matters so much for XRP's future. It does not create hype-driven demand. It creates structural demand. Structural demand does not announce itself on charts first. It shows up as reliability, reuse, and dependence. Another critical factor is fragmentation. XRP liquidity exists across many states, wallets, bridges, protocols, and ledgers. Flare increases the number of places XRP can be required simultaneously. That increases the probability of contention without requiring massive inflows. This is why the common market cap arguments miss the point. They assume linear absorption. Systems behave elastically. Small increases in synchronized demand can force disproportionate repricing once availability tightens. The mistake most people make is waiting for price to validate the mechanism. In real systems, function always precedes price. By the time price reacts, dependence has already formed. What Flare provides is not just more utility, it provides necessity under pressure. And assets that reach that stage do not return to being optional. This is the stage where psychology breaks before mechanics do. Most people are conditioned to believe that if something truly matters, it should announce itself through price. Movement equals importance. Silence equals irrelevance. That instinct works in speculative markets. It fails completely in system transitions. Retail psychology is driven by feedback. Green candles feel validating. Sideways price feels like rejection. When something as foundational as Flare's role in XRP's future develops without immediate price response, many assume the narrative must be wrong. In reality, this is exactly how dependence forms. Institutions and sophisticated operators do not look for excitement. They look for reliability under pressure. Their question is not, is XRP moving today? But can this system be depended on when multiple pathways require liquidity at the same time? Flare answers that question in a way XRP could not answer on its own. This is the second major retention moment, because once you see this clearly, the quietness becomes the signal. When an asset gains a new execution environment, the first phase is not competition. It is testing, routing, reuse, quiet absorption. Price remains calm because access is still abundant. Retail often exits during this phase because nothing feels rewarding. Attention drifts to louder narratives. Momentum appears gone. Institutions remain because this is when positioning is cheapest and interference is lowest. They understand that once reliance forms, repricing follows. Another psychological trap is assuming that importance scales with visibility. Systems work in the opposite direction. The more foundational something becomes, the less visible it is, until it breaks. Flare is not designed to be loud. It is designed to make XRP unavoidable. Time horizon deepens this divide. Retail thinking often operates in days or weeks. Institutional thinking operates in cycles. Institutions are not asking when the crowd notices. They are asking when the system can no longer function without this layer. This is why repricing always feels sudden. It is not sudden, it is delayed recognition. The decision to rely on reusable XRP happens long before charts reflect it. By the time price reacts, the future has already been decided. Flare does not change XRP's past. It defines XRP's future, and futures are priced only after dependence becomes obvious. When you zoom out far enough, the reason Flare becomes the future of XRP stops sounding like an opinion and starts looking like a structural outcome. Financial systems do not evolve by adding noise. They evolve by adding layers that make existing components unavoidable. XRP already proved it could move value efficiently. What it lacked was an environment that could force it to be used again and again under pressure. That distinction matters more than almost any headline. As global systems become more interconnected, value is no longer moved in isolation. It is routed, reused, collateralized, and depended on across multiple paths at the same time. In that kind of environment, assets that only perform once per transaction hit a ceiling. Assets that can remain operational inside an execution layer do not. This is where Flare changes the equation. Flare does not replace the XRP ledger, it completes it. It provides an execution layer where XRP can be represented, reused, and routed continuously without being consumed. That turns XRP from a one-off settlement asset into reusable system liquidity, and systems always reprice assets that they depend on repeatedly. This is why the future does not show up as a sudden announcement. It shows up as quiet dependence. Systems test capacity before they stress it. They absorb capability before they fight over it. During that phase, nothing looks dramatic. Charts stay calm. Attention drifts. This is the part most people misread as irrelevance. But once multiple paths rely on the same liquidity at the same time, access tightens. When access tightens, price stops reflecting opinion and starts rationing usage. That is not speculation. That is how systems stay functional. This is why Flare is not just another ecosystem. It is the environment that expands the number of places XRP can be needed simultaneously. More need points mean higher probability of contention. Higher contention means repricing is no longer optional. People often ask why these shifts only make sense in hindsight. The answer is simple. Futures are not priced when they are possible. They are priced when they become unavoidable. Flare makes XRP unavoidable in ways the ledger alone never could. XRP's past was about proving efficiency. XRP's future is about dependence under load, and dependence is always priced late. So if you believe in truth over noise, if you see where the world is heading before the crowd wakes up, comment the word network. Make sure you like and subscribe right now to never miss crucial information. Every subscriber here isn't just part of an audience, you're part of the awakening of the Matrix movement. See you on the next one, my friends.